All right, let's talk about Magic Foundations proper. So today I'm going to go through some of the cards I wanted to chat about up through the white aligned cards. Now, Foundations is meant to be an intro product in more ways than one. In a lot of ways, it is introducing a very wide introductory swath of magic lore. And so one big piece of magic lore are the cosmic horror villains, the Eldrazi. Sire of Seven Deaths is sort of here to show these are the scary guys in Magic. They are colorless, they have lots of weird abilities. The flavor text is a very simple primer on who they are. It works great. This particular Eldrazi is a Ulamog brood, but we know Ulamog was destroyed, so this probably takes place in the past. A lot of the cards in this set aren't necessarily set in the present day of Magic. Armasaur Guide gives us a cute look at an exploration party delving into the depths of Ixalan. You see the more colorful dinosaur there. You can see sort of like a Sun Empire costume here. I think Celestial Armor is just cool. Like, this is a very cool, flavorful card. It is armor that gives you almost angelic powers. That's neat. This set has a cat theme, and it is adorable. Cat Collector is one of my favorite cards in that regard. But also stuff like Claws Out, where these poor people are getting harassed by a whole, pride of feral cats. Crystal Barricade shows us Dranith, which is the largest city remaining on the plane. It was severely damaged during the Phyrexian invasion, and we're seeing here that they've repaired some of the gaps in the wall with crystal. Divine Resilience shows us a Knight of New Benalia. How we know this is their armor and shields almost always have like a stained glass motif. So you can see it right there, and he is repelling evil. They are generally benevolent knights. Exemplar of Light is a Zendikari angel. We know this a couple ways. The first of all is they all have like that circular halo-looking shepherd's crook, or at least a lot of them do. But also their halo is covering their eyes. The lore behind that, there are a couple different explanations for why that is. One is that they put it over their eyes in penance for not seeing the Eldrazi threat earlier. The other was a sort of a curse from the Eldrazi to blind them to what was going on. Zendikari angels can also have 4 to 6 wings, so this is the 6-winged variety. A Fadar is a unique to Magic cat beast creature. At least I believe it's unique to Magic. This one in particular appears to be Zendikari, mostly because of the floating islands behind it. Now, Fadar are distinguished by being a cat, some sort of large cat variety, along with a pair of horns. Now, these sort of almost crystalline horns does seem to imply Zendikar, but, what Felidar actually look like from instance to instance can vary. It's often up to artist intent. Heir Apparent. Look, I worked on creative text for this set. I wrote a lot of the names and flavor. I am very jealous of Heir Apparent. I did not write that. It is work to find a pun that perfect. I know it seems obvious now, but finding a perfect pun and a card that is appropriate for that perfect pun and having the two meet in the perfect way I just love it. I love when it comes together. This is one of the new things that I am very interested in seeing more of what's going on here. This sort of Porco Rosso, for those of you who know your Ghibli films, it is this like almost World War I era pilot gear guy, Leonin, a catfolk, looks like a lynx because of the hair coming off his chin. That is a Sky Knight riding this giant heron bird. I really want to see more of this world. This is new. This is not a plane we know. And sometimes we get stuff like this that's just a one-off or it's plane agnostic, but this is so cool. I want to see more. Last up is Valkyrie's Call. Valkyrie's Call is interesting because often in Magic we find that angels are sort of pulled from the souls of like the worthy dead. Like for instance, Elspeth became an archangel after dying. Sarah pulled all of her angels. All the Sarah angels were souls of fallen warriors. So it's interesting to see here that Kaldheim, in addition to the Valkyrie judging souls as to whether or not they're worthy to come to Starnheim or if they fall down to, I think it's Istfell, that also sometimes new Valkyries can be pulled from mortal ranks. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to cover Legends separately, and I'll be back with more colors later this week.